Hi, this is Dayna Linton with Novels Live TV, and I am privileged to have Carole Nelson Douglas here today. We're so happy that you joined us.
I am happy to.
And we've been chit-chatting a little bit, and you write a couple of series, and this is the first time we've had these posters. That's great that you have these posters.
Great covers. I need them big.
And so your first one, now these are a series, correct?
It's it's based on Delilah Street, but it's Delilah Street, paranormal investigator in 2013 Las Vegas.
Post-apocalyptic, is that what you told me?
Well, there's a Hotel Inferno, the Hotel Gehenna. There's the Karnak Hotel with the ancient vampire empire underneath it, and there's CSI Las Vegas, where they use real people as corpses sometimes, who off themselves to get their 15 seconds of fame as a CSI corpse.
So obviously there's a lot of humor as well.
There's humor, there's social satire, there's action, adventure, a little bit of horror, some mystery. They call it kind of a noir fantasy, a noir urban fantasy.
So it's got it all.
Yeah, and some sex life too.
That can't be bad. there's nothing wrong with that, and those are some sexy covers.
They are, and that's what sells, and I love to see that. And I have cocktail recipes that go with all the covers now, because Delilah, the character, stepped up to the Inferno bar one day on me and invented an albino vampire cocktail. So now I have to provide a recipe and get $80 worth of alcohol and mix it on my kitchen counter. And
dang! And then you have to taste it.
And then I have to finish the bottles when I get the recipe.
Gee. What a terrible job. Now you've also got another series.
Yes, I do. It's the Midnight Louie PI series. He's got green eyes, raven, shiny black hair. He's tall, dark, and very short because he's a cat.
He's a cat.
And he writes his own chapters, not all the way through the book, in and out. And he thinks he's Sam Spade with hairballs. And he helps 4 humans solve the cases. There are 2 men and 2 women, 2 pro solvers, 2 amateurs, and there's it's a fun book, and a lot of people look and say cat mystery is going to be so fluffy. It's not. I have a lot of ongoing social background issues. This new one, Cat in an Ultramarine Scheme, is about a mob museum being set up in Las Vegas. Cat in a Topaz Tango's dancing with the stars with murder attempts. So it's relates to things, and there's also dealing with the IRA and the international terror situation.
You've just got it all.
I move from dark to light, and you can have humor even if you're dealing with dark materials. But
I think it's fun to add humor myself.
It does, black
just
humor.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yes. The funny thing I did, the coroner for Louie, who was our time, is Grizzly Bar, B-A-H-R, and he's grizzly like a bear. He's a big man, he's hairy. He shows up in 2013 Delilah Street, Las Vegas, as Grizzly Bar. That's his nickname. I'm combining the worlds a little. They're just a few years apart, although wildly different. Delilah is very dark, and Las Vegas got truly mad, and there are zombies, there are werewolves, werewolf mobsters, anything can happen.
Just anything. So, I mean, I would assume, I've talked to a lot of authors since we've been here, I would assume there's an element of yourself written in these characters.
Of course.
Of course there is. So what part do you always like to bring into your characters about you?
Well, one thing I bring in is I was a vintage clothing and jewelry collector, so both Delilah Street and Temple Bar, Louie's roommate, he is not owned by anyone. He has a female roommate.
He's a cat.
Yes, but he comes and goes as he pleases. He said he came equipped, 4 on the floor and fully equipped from the factory. So he does what he wants. But I do bring in vintage elements, and that's why that beautiful green gown is on there. And I like glitz and glamour of Vegas, but I also like the darker undercurrents of people's lives. And the dancing, I did take a number of dances as an adult. I started with tap dancing. I lost that teacher. I went to clogging, which I wasn't crazy about, but it's a good exercise. And then flamenco, which is one of the most difficult things to do.
It is.
And I'm now content with a gym class and Zumba.
Zumba. I've had a lot of people tell me, you really ought to do that, because that was my minor in college. I was a dancer for years and years and years. That was my passion. I was going to teach it and everything. And then I had kids. And it just kind of went out the window. But I want to start it again, and a friend said, you ought to do Zumba.
It's really an aerobic class, but they do it to the Latin music and they vary it. You work every part of the body. You're getting, and they do intensity and pull back, and it's unlike a dance class where you actually pause to learn steps. You keep going the whole 45 or 55 minutes, so it is quite a workout.
Do you have a partner? I mean, is it that kind of dance?
No, you could. The instructor might get us doing it, but a lot of the steps are pretty basic, grapevine and things like that. But then they add the Latin,
the hip movement,
the shoulders, and you come out. Your muscles know they've been there.
But I would assume that there's a seductiveness about that type of music too that makes you feel just sexy.
Oh yes, I'm sure our teacher also teaches belly dancing.
Wow.
But we're at the Y, so.
So it's a little tamer. You have to be tame. Okay, so tell me, when do these books come out? Now, you've got one out already, correct?
Cat in a Topaz Tango comes out in paperback June 30th.
Okay.
Cat in an Ultramarine Scheme comes out in hardcover August 3rd.
3rd. Well, so you've got 4 books in 1 year.
Actually, it will be, well, yes, 3. 3. The Delilah and the Green Dress, hey, that's not a bad title, comes out in this end of November for December. And Vampire Sunrise is already out.
Okay, and it's available anywhere? Or?
Should be.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
I thank you for a very nice time.